Good morning. It's beautiful to see your flower faces this morning. We're going to start with the 8 principles.
The Unitarian Universalist Church of Pensacola, the 8 principles.
Number 1, the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
Number 2, justice, equity, and compassion in human relation.
Number 3, acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregation.
Number 4, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning.
Number 5, the right of conscience and the use of democratic process within our congregation and in society at large.
Number 6, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all.
Number 7, respect for the interdependent web of existence,
of which we are all a part.
Number 8, active commitment to dismantle racism and other oppression in ourselves and our institutions.
Good morning. I'm Penny Featherstone, your service leader today. My pronouns are she and her. I'm going to ask that you silence your electronic devices to keep the mood of the service. And we'd like to welcome all visitors that are here, newly here, have been around here for a long time, and those that are watching online or YouTube, whatever means. We appreciate you being with us, and you are all welcome. We are a lay-led congregation, and we have information about us. The greeters will be glad to offer you that information when you come in, but there are pamphlets and other information. There's a guest card that can be completed if you'd like to get our newsletter. And we also have the UU church website, uupensacola.org, and it is full of information. Let us start with a chalice lighting. Audrey? Oh, wait a minute, thank you. I need all the help I can get. I'm going to start with this one for a meeting that will be happening after the service today. There will be a link sent out, and you can watch this because it's Easter and some people have obligations. So there will be a second-hour discussion about the church's insurance situation and the pros and cons of self-insurance, which we will be voting on at our May annual meeting on May 18th. If you're interested in learning more, come join us today after the service, or watch for the link where you can learn more about this subject. Hey everyone, we're 5 months into our search for a new child care provider to support honor in CRE classes. And while we have had some great prospects, we've unfortunately lost touch along the way. But we're not giving up. Let's keep the momentum going. We'd love for you to help spread the word. Pick up a flyer or two, share with your community, or head over to the Facebook page or website for more details. We're looking for someone who's a perfect fit both for us and them. And we can't wait to find that special person to join our team. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I want to mention also that next Sunday after the service, there will be a grounding ritual in the Memorial Garden directly out front. After the service, if you're interested, please stay. It should be a very meaningful ritual. And our Fun and Fellowship has lots of stuff lined up for May. Take Me Out to the Blue Wahoos game, Sunday, April 27th, 1 o'clock. Tickets are $17. Sign up by Sunday, April 20th. That means today. Wait a minute, Sunday, April 20th. And this is April 27th that this event is. In the lobby, online, or today's the last day, see Mary Beth over here. Then on May 18th, wait a minute, Fun and Fellowship announcement until May 18th. Okay, lunch and bowling, Sunday, May 25th. We will meet for lunch at the Cordova Mall food court at noon, and then head over to Cordova Lanes for bowling at 1:30. It's $4 per person per game and $4 for the shoes. Sign up in the lobby, online by May 18th, and see Mary Beth again for details. She's everywhere. Dinner and Derby night. Saturday, May 31st, we will meet at El Paso Mexican Restaurant at 5 o'clock and then head over to, and that's in Milton, right? Yeah. And then head over to the Weber Skate Center for the West Florida Roller Derby game. Tickets are $13 or $15 at the door if you buy in advance. $13. Be sure to arrive early and bring a chair. Again, Mary Beth, and we might just possibly see our own Audrey Preston. Woo! Okay, I think I did it. For our chalice lighting, Audrey will light the chalice. Hidden in all stories is the one story. The more we listen, the clearer that story becomes. Our true identity, who we are, why we are here, what sustains us, is in this story. That was by Rachel Naomi Remen. And now we'll have some centering music. Thank you, musicians. We appreciate you. our opening words, we have a responsive reading. Your part will be listed up here on the screen. We will end up repeating it 8 times. Each of us is a flower with a delicate beauty uniquely our own. Can you hear me? Okay. May we be like sunflowers, turning always toward the light.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
May we be like night-blooming cereus, only displaying our fragrant petals when it is dark and we think no one can see.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
May we be hothouse flowers, far from native lands, cautiously tended with a harsh but familiar climate.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
May we be gray-headed dandelions, eager to launch the new generation with the first strong gust of wind, past our own bright youth, but ready to pass our wisdom on in precious gossamer-carried seeds.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
Some of us sometimes are roses, slowly assembling petal after tightly wrapped petal, and revealing our full glory only when everything is in place.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
Sometimes we are roadside weeds, loveliness bursting improbably from the dust and debris.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
May we offer our beauty with the simplicity of flowers, expecting no recognition, hoping for nothing, giving out what we are, and knowing it is enough.
May our lives bloom like the flowers.
And our opening song is Spring Has Now Unwrapped the Flowers. It is sung to the tune of Good King Wenceslas, or Good King Wenceslas. Wenceslas. And our choir will lead us. The words will be up here. You may stand. Please stand and join us. Page 63. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Thank you, choir. This is our time for our joys and sorrows. The first candle we light will be for those things going on in the world that touch everyone, and we will have a moment of silence for that. We will now have the offering, and our musicians will give us a little music while that happens. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. This is a lay-led service, a lay-led church, so we're responsible for everything. We appreciate your time, treasure, and talent. Now we will have our ushers bring the basket down. I want to remind you that some of us pay online directly, monthly, but there are many ways to give, and those are listed up here and will be on the screen for those that are watching online. To mention that this is a service for all ages, and so we are very pleased to have our young people with us for the entire service, and this is a joy. I would like to introduce you to Audrey. Many of you know her. Audrey Preston has been a member of this congregation for many years. She's also been very active in the community, and we appreciate her message today.
Good morning. As Penny said, my name is Audrey Preston, she, her pronouns, and I've been a member of this church for I think about 12 years now. I am not a minister, nor do I have any kind of training in doing this sort of thing, so grant me whatever grace needed there. But I have been a Unitarian Universalist for almost 20 years now, and it's a tradition with fewer rituals and regular liturgical elements than many other religious traditions, like the Catholicism I was raised in, but we do have a few traditions. And the most widely celebrated ritual in the Unitarian Universalist congregations today is probably the flower communion, which we're going to take part in today. Every spring, most of our churches and fellowships devote a Sunday to this festive, participatory service, which celebrates both the earth's beauty and humanity's oneness. Its simplicity and universality make it meaningful for children as well as adults, and it predates both the water communion and using a chalice lighting as a regular practice during services. Look at our table full of bouquets of flowers on that altar. Some of the aspects that set each flower apart and make them unique are visible. Others are inherent and perhaps only known by the person who picked and brought them today. The most common association of flowers is that they're a thing of beauty and fit for decoration or gifting. But flowers are not just beautiful to look at. They serve as the reproductive part of their plant. They provide food for pollinators, and they'll create future seeds, fruits, and grains, if they're left unpicked, of course. The diversity of our flowers here today, both in how they look and the type of plant they grow on, reflects the diversity of our world and how each individual is a unique whole unto themselves who adds to and is enhanced by the rest of our community. Originally, I wasn't going to tell the entire history of Norbert Capek today. I was just going to mention him as the creator of the flower communion briefly, and then use some flowery language, pun intended, to describe the symbolism of the service. But his story is our UU history, and I think that hearing our history may be particularly important right now. So for those who are already intimately familiar with who Norbert Capek is and the story of the flower communion, I hope you'll enjoy hearing it again briefly and be reminded that despite great adversity and tragedy, simple actions can have a very long-lasting impact. So this is the story of Norbert Capek. I'm adapted it from an article written by Teresa Schwartz and David Schwartz, which is available on the Unitarian Universalist Association's worship web library. So you don't have to be a minister to be able to look up services, and then you can just read them. No. We are lay-led. Norbert was born in Bohemia, and we have a picture of both Norbert and his second wife, Maya. That'll be up in a minute on the screen. Norbert was born in Bohemia, which is now the Czech Republic, in 1870, to a devout Catholic mother and agnostic father, and was raised Catholic. At 10 years old, he became an acolyte in the church, but his priest was a cynic, and in the years that followed, he became very disillusioned with the religion. So at 18, while he was working in Vienna with his uncle, he was apprenticing as a tailor to his uncle, Norbert discovered the Baptists and became a minister with them. He founded almost a dozen Baptist churches from the Ukraine to Budapest. Slowly, his faith became more and more liberal and anti-clerical, which wasn't really the Baptist way. He wrote for a number of journals, and his writings attracted the unfavorable attention of the German authorities. His religious leanings and writings were so liberal, in fact, that he left Bohemia with his first wife and 8 children under government threat. He left by accepting a call to serve a Baptist church in New York City in 1914. Unfortunately, he was widowed shortly after arriving in America. But while serving as a Baptist minister in the United States, Norbert met and married his second wife, Maya, another Bohemian immigrant, in 1917. Norbert was not the only one who a bit ahead of his time. Maya was a graduate of the School of Library Science at Columbia University, worked in the New York Public Library, and eventually she also became a Unitarian minister. In 1919, soon after their marriage, a day came that Norbert wrote in his diary, "I cannot be a Baptist anymore, even in compromise. The fire of new desires, new worlds is burning inside of me." 2 years later, Norbert and Maya joined a Unitarian church in New Jersey. They found and joined the church for the same reason that a lot of people come to Unitarian Universalism today. Their children liked the religious education program. So that is the power of our CRE teachers, and young people, that is your power and influence too. Got my pages mixed up. So when World War I had ended, Norbert and Maya were so enamored with their newfound religion of Unitarianism and it was just Unitarianism. We did not become Unitarian Universalists until much, much later when the two joined together, that they decided to take it back to their newly independent home country, which is now called Czechoslovakia. So they returned to Czechoslovakia and started a Unitarian church in Prague. It grew, and in only 2 years, it had over 3,000 members. And this was 100 years ago. The traditional Christian communion service of bread and wine would not meet the needs of this congregation because this church, like ours today, had people who believed very different things. So Capek turned to the beauty of his countryside, to the beauty of flowers. And in 1923, he asked each of his congregants to bring a flower to church from their gardens, the field, or even the roadside. He invited each person to place their flower into a vase. His sermon drew the parallel between the vase full of flowers and their church community, how each part was no less unique for being united together. Following the service, each person was invited to take a flower from the vase, a different one than they had brought. Capek was a visionary minister with a church ahead of its time, a bold church, a church thinking beyond its doors, beyond what anyone thought was possible at that time. It was a church that was willing to take risks, to make tough decisions, to bear disappointment, and to build in a new way. First, by building the church so that the church could build up the world around them. That was Capek's church, and that is our church. For this, the Gestapo arrested Norbert in 1942. The Nazis accused him. They arrested him and his daughter, who was also a Unitarian minister. They accused him and his daughter of listening to foreign broadcasts, which was a capital crime. And they sent them to prison. And later they sent Norbert to the Dachau concentration camp. Even in starvation and torture, he held a flower ceremony for his fellow prisoners. Finding whatever flowers they could among the weeds of the camp, they testified to a beauty larger than themselves and a love that would outlive them. The Nazis killed Norbert Capek, but his spirit, courage, and commitment to live on today. And those qualities have passed now to us to make them real. His wife, Maya, brought the flower ceremony to the Unitarian Church in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1940. What we are about to do is not a historical reenactment of something that happened and is now over and done with, but an affirmation of our community's continuity with the generations who've come before and struggled for ever-widening liberty. These words come from an article written by Reverend Sarah Lewis of the Olympia, Washington UU congregation. The flower communion is a celebration of beauty, of nature, and of community. but it is not without a certain fierceness. Holding fast to beauty and goodness, even when we know that there is so much wrong in the world, is a form of fierce resistance. Like the flowers themselves, we continue to bloom. This flower ceremony, lovely though it is, isn't a diversion from ugly reality, but a gentle fierceness which proclaims that in the midst of sinister days, there is always the light of beauty. We are here not to recall something that happened, but to remember something that is happening. To remember to put it back together again, and in that remembering, may we put ourselves back together again, each as a part of the body of this community. Out of many, one. Today we celebrate this ritual with solemnity, but also with joy. As Capek asked his people to bring a flower and celebrate beauty, so shall we. And we've changed how we exchange the flowers just slightly from the way that Norbert did it. The way that our congregation has been doing it for a number of years is that we will form lines on the outside walls of our sanctuary here, come up to the altar, 2 at a time, and the person across from you, you'll choose a flower from our cornucopia of bouquets to gift to them. So you'll come up to the table the same time as someone across from you, choose a flower or a plant. We have multiple options on our altar. Gift it to them, exchange it with them, and then use the center aisle to return to your seats. You don't have to explain why you picked the flower that you did, but if you wish to do so, please keep it really brief so that we can keep the line moving. This symbolic gesture brings us soulfully and spiritually together as one and celebrates the emergence of springtime and the rebirth and restoration that occurs both within us and in the world at large. I would like to invite our musicians, if they want to participate, and our choir members, if you are a choir member, to come up first. So musicians and choir members, if you'll make your way into the lines. That's because as the rest of us begin to go, they're going to lead us in a communion song that is number 402, From You I Receive, while we complete our flower communion exchange. So musicians and choir members, please exchange flowers. No, exchange flowers. Would go ahead and make your ways to the outside of your aisles. Our closing reading is the consecration of the flowers. So please hold on to your flower, take a look at it. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do the work in this world.
Our closing hymn is De Chloris. We will be singing it rather quickly, but the last verse is in Spanish, and the words are 305 in your book. We will slow down to help us get that Spanish. Please join us, stand if you would like. want to remind the families that we have an Easter egg out front. So after the service, be sure to take your little ones out there. Go now in peace and see the beauty in yourselves and one another. Oh, and help yourselves to remaining flowers and plants. But if you touch the blueberries, be careful because they're sticky.
I want to get some flowers, so I'm just gonna be like 30 seconds. But I did. I want to get some for my friends.
Thank you.